Hi, my name is Ernest, and in this video I'm going to show you the new features and changes in Ajax Search Pro version 4.27.2. Well, as you can see, there's a lot of new features, and the first three of them are related to live search and filtering certain modules, Brick Query Loop, Divi Extras blog module, and Blocksy Advanced Post. So Bricks is a theme, Blocksy is a theme, and of course Divi is a theme. They're pretty popular themes, and a lot of times I get requests to add support to certain modules, and this is what it is. I'm not going to show each one of these here because there's separate videos for every single one. I'm going to put a link in the description. Same goes for the fourth feature, which is the NextGen gallery image search, which has been widely requested. There's a video for that as well. I will also put that in the description below. And so let's continue with this WooCommerce sale badge, which I can really quickly show. If I go here, I have this search setup where I have like these two products coming up for search premium. And as you can see, the first one is on a sale. So I've been asked, like, is there a way like add the sale badge? And of course there was like a custom code and whatnot. But I was like, okay, how about if I added like a field? And so using the post type results fields, so on the advanced options, content and fields, there's this advanced field editor for titles and contents. There's a separate video about that, but to show really quickly, I can now do insert field. I can do a sale badge, and there's like a couple options here. I'm gonna go, I think I'm just gonna go with the default position, like I don't know, a round, style. You can of course change the font, the text, the font color, the background color, whatever. So let me just save that. And if I refresh and search, there we go. So there's a sale badge right out of the box. I think it's pretty great because this has been, requested many times, and it's a pretty easy to use implementation for it. The next one, media file search exclusion and inclusion by folders. This was again a very highly anticipated feature, which took me a while to get it to work. And finally there is. Okay, let's just go back to this example, and if I go to the media file search and enable it, as you can see, there's like an exclusion and an inclusion option. So I can like select all of these folders which I want to exclude, also to include. And this is true for both the regular and the index table engines. And of course you can I think like one of the biggest ups of this is that it also integrates with the index table engine. So if you have like attachments selected, like let's just select attachments, see you have exclusion and inclusion options, which is great because say you don't want to index all of your PDF documents, or you only want to index some of it, and you can do that here. You can still like index most of it, and on the search instance settings you can make separate search bars which are targeted to separate folders, which I think is, it's really useful. And I have been asked for this many times, and unfortunately this wasn't possible even via, like, there wasn't a really good solution even via custom code, which I usually suggested. All right, so these are the new features. Like, again, the first four ones, like, chances are when you're seeing this video, I'm gonna have like links to these, to the videos. I really recommend checking them out. From the improvements, let's see, I usually don't go through the improvements, but let's see, I think like the keyword highlighter improvement is really interesting. I don't know if I can show it to you. I don't think I have a setup for that, but let's just read. Keyword highlighter now checks visibility and prioritizes scrolling to exact matches instead of the first match. So there is the keyword highlighter feature. Say if I enable it under the layout options, and it's highlighted. Okay, it's enabled. I didn't even notice. So when I click to this result, let's go to a new page, and if I have like scrolling enabled, which I think is here, I don't have scrolling enabled, but I have to save the tabs for it, and we will have to use something else. Let's just use this keyword again, and I don't think I can like fully show it to you. Let's go to this and see it scrolls to that. if you were to use multiple keywords, you know, multiple keywords, say I would use this, and if vitae matched somewhere else, maybe somewhere up here, then the search would scroll to that result, to that section, instead of like the full match, which is now fixed. And there's also something else with that. I don't know if it checks visibility, which is a big thing, because a lot of times some of these keywords, you know, are in a separate tab, for example here, but like basically not visible. So you don't want to scroll to those. So now it tries to check the visibility if the actual text is somewhere visible on the result page, and will prioritize that, which I think is really great. And as the last, I think worth mentioning is that reduce minimum WordPress version requirement from 6.5 to 6.0. So that meant, because we are using some React components here, especially when it comes to, you know, this advanced field editor, these require some of the built-in, you know, packages from WordPress, which previously were up from version 6.5, but I managed to change the requirements to like a different React version and whatnot, and now everything works down to WordPress 6.0. Okay, well, the rest of it is just, you know, it's just some changes and whatnot. If you're interested, you know, just read it. I mean, there's like some I always put links to the issues on the tracker, the development tracker. For example, click here. These issues are public. You can not only see these issues, how they're resolved, but also you can post new ones. So you can put, like, if you think you found a bug and you really want like a new feature, yeah, just don't be afraid. Just create, like, what can happen? Nothing. So that's the worst that could happen, that maybe it's not going to be implemented. But let me tell you, like, many of these, like if you look at the new features here, like all of these were through your requests. I mean, not the issues that these were opened by us, but I've been asked many times, like, can the plugin search this? Can the plugin, would you mind like doing something about it? Like, is there a way you can make it work with, like, you know, Divi extras and brick schedule, you know, and they just got implemented. So yeah, don't be afraid. Just don't be shy. But enough talk. I've been talking way too long about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. And if you don't have a license yet, well, what are you waiting for?